Archangel Michael says a veil has just torn in the unseen. A crack spread silently across the wall of your reality. You were marked long before you ever noticed the cold breath behind your neck. For months, shadowed men in glass towers have traced your every step. They have sifted through the ashes of your past, pulling threads with gloved hands. A sealed file lies open under dim lights, your name circled in red. A secret agency has mapped your heartbeat in midnight rooms. They have decoded whispered conversations you forgot you even spoke. Their eyes have lingered on you longer than you could ever bear to imagine. Tonight, the final order is sliding across a metal desk. Their voices are flat and final, their signatures already dry. They are coming as soon as the second hand strikes the appointed hour. In the corners of your dreams, you have already seen this moment arrive. A flicker of static behind your reflection was the first omen. You mistook it for fatigue, but it was always a silent surveillance. Your phone screen once flickered, your window latch once clicked shut by itself. These were warnings draped in ordinary shadows. You didn't look close enough when the patterns repeated like phantom footsteps. Now the hour is collapsing faster than breath in cold glass. The ground beneath your home is softer than you remember. What you thought was foundation has become a hollowed cavity. Archangel Michael says the unseen watchers are no longer patient. Their vans have rolled out, engines low and windows blackened. They are armed not with weapons of metal but with invasive secrets. Your allies are fewer than you assumed. Even familiar smiles have thinned under pressure. A betrayal has already been sold for less than you'd believe. A door creaks open in a forgotten hallway of your memory. Inside, dusty files and torn photographs scatter like dead leaves. Someone you trusted once signed a paper that sealed your fate. Your voice was recorded through walls you thought were safe. Your steps echoed louder than you realized on quiet streets. Everything has been gathered like dry kindling waiting for a spark. You feel it now in your bones, a pulse not your own. It is the echo of an approach you cannot outrun. Ashes fall from a broken photo frame as the clock shivers on the wall. Outside, the air tightens like the final inhale before a scream. The stars blink slower as if they know what descends. The road to your door darkens as tires grind closer. But beyond this collapsing stage, an ancient justice awakens. There is an older script written in divine ink that no agency can erase. What they do not know is that you have already been claimed by light. Deep within, a buried memory is now stirring awake. You once stood in the presence of angels before birth breathed into you. Their markings are still etched invisibly across your spine. The agents will breach your door, but they will not find you alone. Their footsteps will falter as unseen wings eclipse their senses. Their hardened hearts will fracture beneath an unseen weight. Archangel Michael says the sword has already been lifted on your behalf. Steel forged in celestial fire now circles above your dwelling. The Watchers have underestimated the force they have provoked. Your enemies wear masks of logic and order. But even they can't see the thin, golden fissures forming around them. Their plans unravel like silk threads burned at both ends. You were targeted because you carry something ancient and unyielding. Your light interferes with the machinations they built on lies. They fear what awakens when you stand fully in truth. The sky shifts as if pulling open an unseen curtain. Faint wings shimmer at the edges of your vision, soft but immovable. Your name is now spoken in higher chambers where no spies can hear. You feel heat radiate from your sternum where hidden marks ignite. It is neither fire nor pain, but remembrance blooming inside marrow. This is the armor they forgot existed, woven long before their blueprints. The sound of boots near your threshold fades into hollow echoes. Agents glance at each other, confusion rippling under cold facades. They feel something vast pressing from behind the walls. Your house exhales as light fractures ripple through plaster and stone. What they meant to seize now burns brighter than their devices can measure. Their briefcases and weapons are useless against this rising resonance. Betrayers who signed your sentence are now choking on unseen winds. Papers scatter from their desks as whispers they cannot decipher fill the air. Glass shatters softly in their office windows like tears of old worlds. Justice is not subtle when the archangels step forward. Their wings brush against dimensions mortals cannot map. Time itself bends as scales are rebalanced. You stand now within the eye of something older than any empire. This is not vengeance but correction woven in divine strands. A course redrawn by truths no agent could suppress. The secret agency will retreat before sunrise, hollowed and trembling. Their files will burn from the inside, names erased in smoke. Their leaders will wake with empty memories and cracked voices. But you will rise with eyes like tempered glass and breath like morning fire. The scars of surveillance will dissolve as your true inheritance returns. Tonight, 1,000 unseen watchers lose their sight forever. Their listening towers will crumble in silence before dawn's light. Their black vans will rust in place like forgotten relics. The betrayal you feared has no power against what stands with you now. Your spine straightens as currents of gold rise through your veins. You remember who you are under every name they pin to you. A door creaks again, but now it opens to vast, starlit plains. You step through, leaving dust and broken wire behind. The soil under your feet hums as recognition floods the air. Archangel Michael stands before you, wings folded and gaze unwavering. He does not smile, but his voice cracks mountains in your chest. It is finished. You are sealed in light now. None shall touch you again. Above, the sky fractures open and light cascades like molten gold. Your past burns away clean as new symbols bloom across your skin. Everything you lost is restored tenfold in shimmering grace. You have survived the watchers, the betrayers, the hidden snares. What they tried to steal has multiplied beyond measure. You walk forward crowned in protection no power can breach. This is the final revelation, the one no secret file could contain. You are not hunted anymore, you are anointed sentinel. Your shadow now casts the silhouette of divine wings unseen. And so now the blessing pours like warm rain through your soul. May your path blaze with incorruptible fire from this day forward. May no hand, no eye, no force born of darkness ever rise against you again. Archangel Michael says the hourglass has almost emptied its final grain. Your name has been uttered in underground corridors thick with dust. The watchers have been patient, but the curtain is about to fall. For months, cold wires hummed quietly under your feet. Men with blank eyes have pressed their ears against invisible walls. Your breath has been measured, catalogued, and stored like brittle parchment. A dossier thicker than any book lies sealed under flickering lights. Your movements have been plotted on maps pinned with thin black strings. They have stalked the echoes of your life like hunters in forgotten forests. Tonight, their gloves tighten and their boots shuffle toward your home. A silver briefcase clicks open beneath jaundiced bulbs. Inside, your image stares back, marked with crimson stamps. A door creaks open in a forgotten hallway of their archives. Inside, photographs crumble at the edges like dying leaves. They whisper your secrets in coded phrases laced with intent. Your fingertips have been brushed by their algorithms countless times. Their silent agents have sifted through your past like thieves of memory. The cracks in your foundation have been charted in meticulous ink. The hour darkens and the air sharpens like shattered glass. Engines hum low as black-tinted vehicles prowl nearer. Their boots will cross thresholds with silent precision before dawn. You can feel it now, can't you? A weight pressing against your ribs, cold as forgotten iron. It is the gravity of converging forces too ancient to ignore. They believe you are vulnerable and alone. Their arrogance blinds them to what sleeps within you. They do not see the embers stirring just beneath your skin. Archangel Michael says the reckoning is spiraling into alignment. Their machinery and maps will fracture under unseen winds. The time for hidden injustices is drawing to an unrelenting close. Your house has long since shifted on ancient foundations. The walls have heard prayers you forgot you spoke. Your very blood hums with ancestral protections they cannot decrypt. Ashes fall from a broken photo frame on your mantle. The past they tried to twist is rising again, reshaped in light. Threads once frayed now weave into unbreakable strands. They will breach your door not with force but with silent commands. Their footsteps will be hollow, their eyes glassed with purpose. Yet even before they step inside, the atmosphere will turn against them. The shadows around you twist subtly, sheltering unseen wings. The temperature fractures as dimensions blur at the seams. Their breath will catch as unfamiliar currents sweep through the room. Their files, so meticulously kept, will curl and blacken. Hard drives will whine and flicker as encrypted data dissolves. The technology they trusted will betray them at the crucial moment. You have been watched, but they have been blind. You have been followed, but they have walked into a trap. They underestimated the ancient oaths still alive within your bones. Far beyond their comprehension, justice sharpens its edge. A celestial tribunal watches silently as balances tip. Their concealed sins surface like oil rising through water. Your ancestors rise behind you, unseen but resolute. Their voices hum in forgotten languages along your spine. Their hands, though long gone, steady your breath. The betrayer they planted near you feels the shift first. Their heart stutters as unseen pressure fractures their resolve. They realize too late that they sold lies to powers out of their league. Your reflection ripples in the darkened glass of your window. It does not show fear, it shows something awakening. Golden fractures split across your silhouette like dawn-breaking stone. The men outside hesitate, caught in a paralysis of doubt. Their radio static sharpens into unintelligible whispers. Their commanding voices falter under a weight they cannot name. Inside you, ancient sigils blaze awake. Symbols etched into your spirit before breath-remembered flesh ignite. Your pulse syncs with rhythms older than any nation's flag. The room thickens as justice descends like molten iron. Light fractures spill across the ceiling like spilled mercury. Your heartbeat slows as clarity cleaves through confusion. Their footsteps retreat, scrambling against unseen barriers. Metal clangs as their devices collapse under invisible force. Their mission dissolves into dust between trembling fingers. Archangel Michael stands sentinel at the threshold now. His sword gleams with light no mortal metal can mimic. His gaze pierces not flesh but spirit, unwavering and absolute. The Watchers will not remember what broke them tonight. Their memories will dissolve like mist at sunrise. Their power drains into hollow silence, unrecoverable. You, however, stand untethered and reborn. Your body feels both heavier and lighter, bones resonant as tuning forks. Every betrayal carved into your soul is seared clean by divine fire. The secrets they gathered fall useless like dead leaves in winter wind. No fingerprint, no whisper, no image remains valid. Your slate is not wiped clean, it is transfigured beyond recognition. Where their files once rested, only ash now floats. Where their blueprints laid traps, only scorched lines crackle. Their networks fracture like brittle ice under boiling waters. Your eyes burn softly as new sight opens wide. You glimpse dimensions folding delicately behind reality's veil. Your spirit stretches across forgotten starscapes lit in gold. This is not survival, it is ascension. You were never prey, you were always sovereign, veiled in waiting. Their oppression has merely sharpened your divine inheritance. The agency will crumble from within, hollowed by their hubris. Their leaders will speak in stammers and forget their own agendas. Their towers of control will dissolve under unseen judgments. You will walk forward untouched by their schemes. Your path blazes under the protection of unseen sentinels. No wire, no camera, no contract can capture you again. From this moment on, you move cloaked in celestial law. Your breath echoes louder in higher chambers unseen by man. The cosmos bends gently to clear your passage. Betrayers scatter, silenced by forces older than time. Their names erased, their shadows swallowed by justice fulfilled. Their intentions disintegrate into dust unworthy of remembrance. Your spine lengthens under the quiet weight of sovereignty. The marrow in your bones hums with harmonic fire. Your skin bears faint traces of angelic sigils reborn. The agency thought they could catalog a vessel of light. They thought wrong, and now they answer to realms beyond maps. Their punishment is silence, their erasure absolute. And so Archangel Michael lowers his sword and speaks but once. You are sealed in the authority of divine lineage. No chain forged by man will bind you again. Light rains through the ceiling in molten rivers. Your soul drinks deeply of clarity, purpose, and final liberation. Your past is purified, your present crowned, your future inviolable. As dawn breaks, the sky bends gold around your figure. You move forward with wings unseen but unmistakable in presence. No force born of shadow will ever rise against you again. This is the revelation they feared you'd discover. You are sentinel, sovereign, and sealed in unshakable protection. May your path blaze forever in incorruptible fire, untouched and eternal. Archangel Michael says the veil is thinner than you think. Your life has been dissected under dim lights you never saw. The watchers have moved from observation to imminent strike. For months, silent rooms buzzed with whispers of your name. Papers rustled under gloved hands that knew too much. Your image flickered on cracked monitors in locked basements. Files thicker than your history sit under flickering fluorescent lights. Your voice has been siphoned through steel wires and glass fibers. They have circled you like wolves, biding their time with precision. Tonight, their patience fractures like old bone. Engines turn over softly in blackened alleys behind your home. Boots scrape against concrete, slow and deliberate in their purpose. A door creaks open in a forgotten hallway inside their archive. Dust cascades like gray snow over faded surveillance photos. Your face stares back, stapled into classified folders sealed in wax. Their radios crackle with coded instructions, flat and merciless. A silver case snaps shut with a hollow finality. The decision is signed, and the hunt is underway. The air thickens in your room though no windows open. A faint hum vibrates deep beneath the floorboards. Your pulse echoes louder as unseen pressure builds like storm clouds. You were never merely an entry on their ledger. You are the anomaly they couldn't predict. That truth terrifies them more than their own orders. Archangel Michael says their shadows converge faster than you realize. They think your defenses are paper-thin and brittle. They do not see the older currents moving beneath your skin. In dusty corners of your memory, old truths begin to stir. Forgotten fragments shift like shards of shattered glass reforming. The light you buried long ago wakes with burning clarity. Outside, the tires grind slowly across wet asphalt. Their approach is steady, fed by arrogance and ignorance. They do not sense the shifting tides above their heads. Your house breathes once, long and deep as though something ancient inhales. The floor creaks as unseen sigils ignite underfoot. Invisible threads weave tight as protection awakens around you. They've studied your history but never touched your essence. Their machines map coordinates, but not the soul's lattice. Their algorithms fail where divine architecture rises unseen. A picture frame falls from your wall and splits cleanly in two. Ashes drift slowly from behind the glass, thick and silent. Old memories disintegrate, making space for something far stronger. Their boots reach your doorstep as radio static thickens to a shriek. Fingers twitch nervously over holstered metal and clipped badges. Fear, subtle but blooming, coils inside their chests. The betrayer among your circle shivers before the knock is struck. They sense the breach between this realm and something higher. Their breath shortens, guilt curdling in their throat like acid. The agents think they've cornered you with precision. They do not see the golden fractures spiderwebbing through your walls. Light unseen ripples through the cracks, soft yet merciless. Your heart slows, then steadies as the weight lifts. You remember the oath you took before breath touched flesh. It glows now like molten threads wrapped tight around your spine. Their fists hesitate inches from your door. A cold wind rolls inward, thick with ancient warnings. The sky above dulls to iron as dimensions blur thin. Boot soles squeak softly as uncertainty pools around them. Their comms hiss, disconnecting one by one in muffled collapse. Their confidence drains, bones hollowing under unseen scrutiny. Inside, your fingertips burn with quiet power. Your breath carries resonance not charted by earthly schematics. Your gaze sharpens as veils lift layer by layer. The walls shimmer faintly, geometric symbols pulsing like embers. They stretch and coil, breathing life from hidden ether. Your dwelling transforms into sanctum, impenetrable and absolute. Documents crumble in their briefcases before they're withdrawn. Data melts silently on their encrypted drives. The names they've gathered fade like ink in rain. Archangel Michael stands near now, sword poised and luminous. His wings extend wide, fracturing the air in golden currents. His stare alone fractures timelines and shatters intent. The watchers tremble before touching the handle. Their minds fog, memories twisting into forgotten spirals. They will not breach the boundary drawn by sovereign decree. Your betrayer stumbles backward, gasping as heat engulfs their chest. Their shadow splinters, separating from flesh under divine judgment. Their betrayal dissolves into thin ash, unworthy of remembrance. The agents step back, boots grinding nervously on crumbling stone. A low hum vibrates through their chests like distant thunder. Their control fractures under pressure they cannot identify. Inside, you straighten as ancient markings rise along your spine. Sigils inked in divine gold shimmer faint across your skin. Your voice, unspoken, echoes deeper than walls can contain. The agency falters, dissolving from within like a collapsing hive. Their headquarters crumble under invisible weight, bricks splintering softly. Their towers of command fracture, hollow and rotting to dust. Screens blacken across their networks, data erased beyond retrieval. Their dossiers scatter into unrecognizable fragments. Their names fall silent from the lips of their own agents. You remain untouched, sovereign beneath unseen wings. Your light, long dimmed by shadows, blazes anew. Justice sweeps in silent and absolute, leaving no debris behind. This is no small escape, it is cosmic correction. You were never prey in their hands. You were a sentinel cloaked in temporary amnesia. The sky outside brightens with unnatural dawn. Gold fractures streak through clouds like molten veins. A low chime echoes across horizons too vast for human hearing. Archangel Michael lowers his sword, gaze still fierce and unwavering. You have been seen by those who matter most, he says. No force formed of shadows can ever approach you again. Your home stands firm, wrapped in ethereal armor unseen by mortal eyes. Your blood hums with melodies older than recorded time. Your spirit pulses steady and inviolable, sealed in higher law. The agents retreat in hollow silence, eyes blank and limbs unsteady. They forget the mission they carried as time folds over them. Their memories splinter and dissipate like smoke in winter air. You step forward as dawn's gold wraps around your shoulders. Your breath tastes sharp and clear, laced with promise. The weight of ancient inheritance settles cleanly into your bones. The watchers are scattered and blind. The betrayer's shadow erased with quiet finality. Your path is now cleared of unseen snares. From this day, you walk veiled in impervious sovereignty. No map, no document, no I will ever touch you again. The skies mark you with light invisible to those who plot. And so, the revelation seals itself into your marrow. You are more than survivor, you are sentinel and sovereign reborn. May your steps blaze fierce and untouchable under eternal protection.